What's up, you marvelous nerds? We are back on the road to Secret Wars. We are on mile marker number 8 for the Dark World.
Mhm.
Arguably, I think probably the first of the kind of movies in the MCU,
Eh,
based on public consumption.
agreed.
But Thor is my favorite character, as exhibited by signed picture, hammer here, hat here, all those things.
Mhm.
Um, I gotta root for my boy,
Yep.
just cause.
I
Jim,
yeah, I thought this one was kind of weak too. I'm gonna be honest, Jake. You know, it had. I think this is one of the ones that had a lot of potential that I think got lost something on the editing floor, and I'm not sure of that, but I think it needed more time to develop. This almost could have been. This is a bad guy that could have been an Avengers level threat, and
and it is, if you think about
it should
it.
have been. Yeah, exactly.
I will say that this movie had the unenviable task of being the first sequel for Thor and being sandwiched in between Avengers Iron Man 3 and Captain America Winter Soldier, which might be one of the best movies of the MCU.
It's way up there. Yeah.
Um, and we went from hoorah Avengers $2 billion to what the fuck did you do to the Mandarin to Thor better Thor better perform, oh dear God, and then over to Winter Soldier and went, oh dear God, a masterpiece. Like this,
Hmm.
he suffers from being on the New York skyline and being the, the 5-story ritzy hotel amongst skyscrapers.
What would I say?
So
The Chrysler Building compared to the Empire State Building.
exactly. Although
But
maybe not that good.
yeah, because the Chrysler Building is amazing, but
Yes.
they always talk about the Empire State Building, and I'll tell you, it's one of those things. In its own right, it's pretty good. But you remember, we thought a little bit better about Iron Man when we rewatched Iron Man 3 when we rewatched it. Uh,
Yeah.
Still didn't move up much. It didn't move far up on my list,
Me
but
either.
it wasn't as bad as I remembered. So let's hope going into this one, it's better than we remember because we'll look at it with fresh eyes. I've been enjoying this and watching them and talking about them and comparing. So
I agree. We get a lot more of certain characters in this one.
yep,
A lot more Odin, a lot more Odin, a lot of Loki, a lot of Thor. We get a lot of Rene Russo's Frigga, and then we don't see
yes,
her again until Avengers Endgame.
we don't get any
Um,
Natalie Portman though.
we get plenty of Natalie Portman in this.
Wait, no, I thought she was. No,
She
not
wasn't
Natalie
in
Portman. Who's that?
Ragnarok. She's in
Oh,
this one
that's
because
right.
remember, she gets the red goo
Oh,
inside of
that's
her.
right. She's not in Ragnarok. That's right. Yeah.
Yep. All right, you ready to roll into mile marker 8, sir?
I am. Let me just maximize my screen, and I'm ready to go.
All right. Then we will see you guys on the other side.
All right, Jake. I'm ready to watch. You're ready to watch. We're looking right at things. How does this part work for people who have not joined us before?
Well, if you've not done a watch along with us, our lovely faces will be here on the left. And then the timestamp is over there on the right on the movie
Gotcha.
poster. So make sure you're queued up at the very beginning, and we will go when I count down 3, 2, 1, go. So
Mm-hmm.
here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
I sometimes wonder if I'm like a second off from you. Sometimes, like from when it was sitting there. That's usually not enough to make a difference for my reactions. So
You are correct.
pretty good intro here, though. I like the comic stuff they did there.
I agree. This is before they got the big fancy like zoom into the middle of the words thing.
Mm-hmm. There he is.
Good, Anthony Hopkins.
It's so good. His voice. The voice I wanted for this was James Earl Jones. So. Like a dark elf.
Ah, It's kablam.
Mhm. I wonder if that's the same Elvish as Tolkien.
I don't know.
See, is this where the flat Earth stuff came from?
Yes, this is good old flat earthers.
Oh, so now Odin's got two Infinity Stones.
Odin, he had the Tesseract on Earth and the Aether in another realm. The Ancient One has the Time Stone, the Soul Stones on Vormir, the Power Stones on Morag. What's the other one?
Mind Stone.
Thanos has that. We don't know where he got it from. There's actually no background to how he got it.
Have to do Thanos as a good guy, getting the stone and stuff.
Do what?
Do a Thanos miniseries as he's a good guy and he rescues the stone and saves half the population.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in a chapel in Norway.
Nope, we've already seen how that one goes down.
Some random super soldier is going to find that.
I like movie 3. We have an intro Infinity Stone. Or was it movie? No, it was 4 or 5. It's movie 4 or 5. Is that Captain America movie? Although it's not the first time the Infinity Gauntlet appears. It actually appears in the first Thor movie. It's fake though. Prisoner.
All the guards are still there. That's not very much alone.
Right?
He's so good. I don't. Just like your dad.
Mm-hmm. I love his cadence as Odin.
It's
And
good.
I think that's one of the things. I think it was Ross Marquand that voiced him in What If in that episode, What If Hela Met the Ten Rings. He
Mm-hmm.
nails it so well. Hmm.
Oh, this was one of the good fight scenes. I did. I really did this. I like the Warriors 3. I wish they'd lasted longer.
I agree. I really, I wish we still had Ray Stevens with us.
Had what?
Ray Stevens, he's the guy who plays Van Der,
Oh, yeah.
the big guy. Eh,
He did get more comedic in this one.
yes. I think working alongside RDJ and Sam Jackson and Chris Evans and the others really helped that.
His comedic timing, yes.
Yes.
Robert Downey Jr. Good with that.
I forgot this is the first time we get a Cronin. Because
Oh,
you know
you're
this is
right.
what Korg is, right?
Yeah, he's bigger.
Yeah. But that don't mean nothing. All the Cronin are their heads. They build their bodies themselves. It's kind of cool. Uh, I like him.
Man has no care for lawn maintenance.
Say what?
The man has no care for uh, lawn maintenance.
Right?
Ravens.
It's just so cool. Asgard was like a living, breathing place.
Mm-hmm. I'd go visit.
Uh,
Sif.
and make Sif the queen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where I figured out that I was gay. Like
You
when
know?
you cut, I'm sorry, when you cut from Sif to that, I'm like,
Yep. I just
just
and I like and see, and the difference for me is I look at that and go, yeah, I need to spend more time in the gym.
eh. How do you get a body like that? Quit your job and 8 hours, 7 days a week.
No, actually, you can't work out that much, man.
Oh, I know.
But but get a full time nutritionist and a personal trainer, and yeah,
Yep. Another. Good lady. She's like, damn it. I also want him to. Okay. Got it.
I'm sure they've partied in the past.
Yeah.
She's so good.
Agreed. Well, you had an Asgardian god and an Infinity Stone mucking around in your brain. You go banana balls too.
Is this what? Is this the scene where we see him running around naked around Stonehenge?
Sure is.
She's gone.
Eh, poor guy.
Mm-hmm. I want to go back to London.
Intern has an intern. I don't think he ever shows up one more time at all, ever. I don't even know who he is.
There it is.
There it is. It's so hard to connect. That's the guy who goes on to play Luthen Rail in Andor.
I know.
Like, I love Stellan Skarsgård. He's probably one of my favorite working actors.
Mm-hmm. Isn't this where they discover the?
Yep.
Oh, what's the name of it? I want to call it a
Vader.
rancor, but that's not right.
It's the Reality Stone.
No, 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 no. The beast with the horns.
Oh, the Bildschnipe.
You don't have those here?
Yeah.
They are revolting.
They go trumping around.
I did like in the background there that the bins are set up like Stonehenge.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Watch when they come back out. Yeah, they're like on end and topped and no, it wouldn't now.
Definitely wouldn't now.
They found a cement truck.
That's currently hovering.
It's fine. How else do you think they move them around?
What I think is really brilliant
Mm-hmm.
is this absolutely tracks with the fact that it's the Reality Stone, because it's absolutely bending reality in many different ways.
What else have they dropped in here that stopped dropping?
Right?
Oh, okay, they catch it eventually. I do like how it gains it. Well, that one shouldn't gain too much speed, but how it looks like they gain speed.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
Mexico, land of enchantment.
And that's why we never see him again.
I think he gets eaten by a bilge snipe.
I choose to believe you are correct.
I like how there just happens to be all kinds of leaves in the top of this building in an industrial district.
Right?
That seem weird at all?
I mean, it seems appropriately Marvel.
Go back to where you came.
Hurry, hurry. If you see something
Or
glow angry and red, you do not touch it.
no, glowing in purple is fine, but not red. It did go after her, in
Yep.
all honesty. Yeah, I know they had an idea for the stones and such, but I'm not quite sure they knew they had it all figured out what was going to do what and how yet.
Not at all. Not at all. But if you think about it, I mean, they couldn't have lucked and backed into this better.
I like how they were just hiding in hibernation for that long.
Yep. Thousands of years.
Does that happen once every 5,000 years or something?
Wasn't this like David Tennant or Chris Eccleston? I think it was Chris Eccleston.
He's great. I like him as Doctor Who.
Yeah, but this was not a good choice. Yeah, it's Christopher Eccleston.
Hmm.
Hmm,
Fair enough.
I love Idris Elba.
Oh, he's amazing. I want him to be the next James Bond, by the way. She's gone.
Hmm. This Scarlet Witch right there.
Would have been an interesting way to bring Scarlet Witch into things, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah,
Have
100%.
have Jane Foster become the Scarlet Witch. Wouldn't be anything what the comics had with it, but
Oh yeah, people would riot.
she's in a tent or something. Yeah,
Wow.
actually, the police wouldn't come for 5 hours. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. See the buildings
Oh yeah,
like Stonehenge.
that's cool.
Actually, I
Eh.
think he's bigger now.
So what?
I think he's bigger in this one actually.
100%.
Typical. I wanted him to say typical again. I really did.
I know. I just want to say they've made a point throughout the Infinity Saga to
Yeah.
say only special people can wield the stones. Captain America can touch one. The Red Skull touched one and it banished him. It damn near killed Peter Quill, and he's part celestial.
Yeah.
Thanos can touch one because he's a Titan, and he's an Eternal
Mm-hmm.
with deviant blood. Malekith is a Dark Elf and can touch one, but Jane Foster is a plain all human. She can wield the stone. Well, she can host a stone.
That I think that's your key difference there.
Yes. Hey, look, it's the Borg Queen.
See?
Yep.
Ooh.
Well, if you cook it.
Jane Foster.
Do
Are those the stuff?
look. I think those are the colors of the stones too.
They were. See? That's not your story of one of the Infinity Stones.
Right.
Are they though?
You just need Tony Stark to come build a sucky juice stick.
Yeah, I think they
Hmm.
rewrote the Aether story to make it a film.
So I think it's convenient that they had this item and they could just say, "Hey, this is what this is." But there's a piece of me that says, Kevin Feige had a plan. Because if you think about it, there's already three stones in play: the Mind Stone, the Space Stone from Avengers, and Captain America. And now the Reality Stone. The next one we see, I think, is the Time Stone.
Mm-hmm.
No, no, the next one we see is the Power Stone in Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
and then the Time Stone.
Hmm. That's true.
I love Renee Russo.
Ooh.
How much you want to bet like Loki sitting on the world tree is just like picking various timelines and just watching? It's like, oh, mom.
I bet he's just rewatching his mother a lot.
Yeah.
I was right. It was 5,000 years.
Yep. In the long term, she's basically just a toy to him.
No, he cares for her.
Yeah, but what's 30 years out of 1500? The percentage is like
No, but you can't look at that.
3%. In 1500 years, he won't remember her.
I don't know. Odin seems to remember a lot.
He remembers it how he wants to remember it.
Well, and that's it. It'll be perfect.
Eh.
But we've all had those people in our lives that have only been in our lives for a few weeks that we still have fond memories of.
Yeah, I guess.
He knows that sound.
That scene right there is when Rocket and them and then run by him in Endgame.
Yep.
Freeze dried.
Let all the bad guys go. I like it.
Prison break. He just looks at him and walks away.
He knows better than that. You'll interfere with my plans. I don't trust you. Even he knows better than to trust Loki.
Oh, Lord.
About as safe as you can get, other than being next to Odin.
See how his cape just formed out of nowhere? I love that. Yeah, Frigga is a badass. She's very like sword maiden.
That's
Huh? Seems like that's my competition.
You realize he is like one of the 5 most powerful creatures in the Marvel universe.
Well, remember, Thanos only made his move once. Ego, the Ancient One, and Odin were all dead. Because I think any one of them would have given him problems.
Odin would have for sure. Ancient One, that would have been completely different. That would have been a mind issue. Where's your sword?
Yeah. So Heimdall's a badass too.
Oh, he is. He's on par with Thor. And Balder was one that was in the books that was not in the movie.
Yeah, he gets a mention in
He does.
Loki season 2.
They're pretty good
Cool
pilots.
ships. Oh, very good.
If only somebody could throw a hammer and take him down.
He's a little distracted, Mole. When's the last time you think Asgard was invaded?
I don't know. I'm trying to. Not in any of the movies.
Yeah.
But then again, a lot of uh, the realms we've seen uh, didn't have they had defenses and stuff, even though we didn't know if it needed them.
Right. That's super cool though that exists.
It's a pretty good battle scene, though. I will say.
Traditional entrance by Jedi. It's the Jedi hello.
Have you ever watched a pitch meeting?
No.
Catch that on YouTube sometime. Catch that out. He was talking about like the Star Wars Episode One, force speed. They use force speed to get out of there. That's going to come in handy in the future. He goes, we'll literally never see it again.
Eh,
Like how many things could force speed have saved them in, and they never use it again?
100%. Like, I don't know, the final battle in that movie.
Yeah. They're
This
not
looks like
quite
a horror
robots.
movie.
They seem more like puppets, though, don't they?
Right?
It seems like they learned how to. They forgot how to fight. Like we like that thing.
That's a
Why don't they have more
horrifying
of those?
weapon.
There we go. That's like what Star Lord uses.
Yeah. Oh, Malekith.
Just for the sake of it. I love it.
Destroying the throne of Asgard. Dude, he used you 5 seconds ago, boss.
Yeah, the scale of power is so different. When you look at Odin and Thor versus most Asgardians,
Yeah. This is like I love that Frigga just absolutely. And it literally takes this guy to kill her.
Mm-hmm.
Ha! You just Kool-Aid man the wall. It should still hit it. We've established that even if they're invisible, they can be stabbed by tiny daggers.
Might have been out of reach. The hammer doesn't go forever.
We have seen the hammer go across the entirety of planet Earth. Matter of fact, we see it later in this movie. We see the hammer go to other realms and respond to him. There is zero range problem on that thing. Oh.
Still don't think it's quite as cool as a shield.
Oh, 100%. At least the hammer obeys some form of physics. That's a shot right there.
What
This
was
too.
what was the comment made? So if the shield absorbs all vibrations, how does it bounce?
Right? There's a rim of iron on the outside edge.
It shouldn't bounce at all. It should just hit things and die if it absorbs all.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I put this down as my funeral wish right here.
You want to be lit on fire?
Yeah, I want a Viking
Good old
funeral.
Asgardian, yeah, Viking funeral.
Be amazing. I heard they're not legal in Michigan, but
Oh, and all the other dead too. I just
mm-hmm.
want to point out how she dies right here is exactly how Odin dies too.
Get stabbed in the back by a dark elf.
No. She turns into the golden mist. Well, hers is blue.
All I know is Asgardians must reproduce like Catholic rabbits. I'm telling you, after a battle.
Oh yeah. Well, apparently the lowliest among them are badasses. Remember that episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. where the like bookkeeper comes to Earth and he's like, I want to hide here as a museum guy and just beats the piss out of all the agents?
It doesn't seem like that. But have they not told him yet? Why did they not let him out to go to the funeral? That's just
Exactly. Wrong. Exactly.
That was a neat little.
Yeah.
I do think that you know what I mean. Oh, I love this. He's doing this.
I love this is the cameo we get.
I love how he does this, and we're like, it's like it's supposed to look like a classroom.
Right? See the sign about keep hands in plain view at all times.
surprised they give him pencils.
Yep.
There he is.
Eh. It's still fucking there.
No vision. Of everything cast in the darkness.
Yeah, that's what's his face? He played Shazam. Zachary Levi. Josh Dallas played him in the first movie, or it's either the first or third movie, but Zachary Levi played him in the other two.
That's the Odin I remember.
100%. Josh Dallas was the original Fandral in Thor. And then who had played him in Ragnarok? Because it wasn't Zachary Levi.
Odin always wins.
Oh, yeah, Zachary Levi played him again. So Josh Dallas played him in the first Thor movie. Zachary Levi played him in the other two.
Are they still in Foster's mom's house?
I don't know.
Yep. Mm. That's the only time he gets a break.
Not after this movie.
Still, this, I think this is when they started this string of like killing the bad guys. I don't,
Yes.
like I said, I don't think that's a good.
No, that started in Iron Man 1.
Oh,
They
yeah.
killed Obadiah Stane, and they killed Whiplash. And we thought they killed the Red Skull. We thought they killed Loki. Then
But they
let's
didn't.
see.
That's the thing is, they should all be able to come back.
Exactly.
Like Loki, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did like this look of him, just realizing he could be like his emotions. Yeah.
Agreed. I love the just wreckage that his life is.
Hmm. Again, betray me again. Sorry, that's not killing me again. He will.
This sequence is really good. I really like this. I remember laughing so hard.
It was great.
Chris Hemsworth's voice comes out of her. Chris Hemsworth.
Can't
Get
he
out of the
just
weapon.
create daggers?
No, that's Ella's ability.
I like her.
It's like, you son of a bitch. Isn't he also a frost giant?
Who?
Heimdall. He's some kind
No.
of giant. Yeah, he's a giant from somewhere.
Get in line.
This is what
You know,
really made Loki such an amazing character.
but here's the thing: is as good as Hemsworth is at the delivery, Hiddleston's better.
Oh
His
yeah.
his timing is just in his look and everything. He'd have made a good Thor too.
He originally
He tried out for the role.
yeah.
He shouldn't have used an axe. I think a hammer.
Right? I love Vandrow.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you this: their banter really does sound like brothers.
Agreed. Fair.
She might be the hardest person to kill on Asgard right now. Or
Boar.
well, until we get to Thor 3. I am going to miss him in these roles.
I am almost willing to guarantee that we finally actually lose Loki in Doomsday. It's just like, I'm
Well,
gonna just whoop some ass and salute you.
if he's in charge of it's the World Tree or whatever it is now.
Ta-da!
That looks like a safe place.
Yeah.
No, I think Loki could handle it.
I think you could too. I think it's the same. There are beings on that scale. Him, I think the two of them, either of them could. Um, but I think it's different per stone. Like, I don't think there's many other people that can handle the reality stone. But like Captain Marvel took all the power of the space stone right to her face. And it changed her. I don't know if she could deal with like the time stone or the soul stone.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's just raw brute strength. He's not wrong. Poor Loki. Yeah, I guarantee you. So, did you hear that leak about the final scene of Doomsday?
No.
I doubt it's real because it's too perfect. But basically, the final scene supposedly is the Avengers arriving at the World Tree base,
With Loki?
chasing Doom to the base of the World Tree, and there's a fight, and he kills Loki. And the final shot, like in Infinity War, when it's Wanda on Vision, like crying, it's Thor on Loki.
Mm. That would disturb things a little bit.
Yep. Uh,
Like it.
right there. That's where they went. No more drugs.
I don't need them. The world really is messed up.
I love the sepia tone of this world.
Mm-hmm. I kind of forgot they went to this world. For some reason, I just remember the fight in London.
That's the finale, but it's called Thor: The Dark World. They spend 5 minutes here. That's what I think is one of the harder misses of this movie. Is you
Mm-hmm.
could have explored this area, like you could have treated this like Deadpool and Wolverine treated the Void.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was so much promotional material of this shot right here with them looking down.
Isn't that like 2 movies in a row where he stabbed him?
Yep, 3 movies in a row. Oh yeah, they wouldn't even know who the hell these two guys are. I mean, they would know that Thor is a good guy because he beat the piss out of him
Yeah,
earlier,
they
but
know Thor.
oh, they definitely knew where this was going because in the after credits scene, they take this to the collector and they talk about the stones. So they knew this was going to be the reality stone.
Could have also been the Space Stone.
No, no.
There's a lot of overlap in what they can do.
There's the tree. And that's when her cancer began.
Mm-hmm. That puts them on a different power level.
Yeah, if it had worked.
Mm-hmm. Now it looks like parts of a stone.
Yep. Punch wee.
Goodbye.
Loki's like, I'm not so much the fighter. I'm more the talky kind of guy.
Oh, he can. Yeah, but he can hold his own in a fight.
Oh no, I agree. This is why Thor gets the bruiser,
This guy's a bruiser too.
and then Loki gets all the pokes.
That's like a Hulk move right there.
Yep.
There was one comic I was reading. I remember it was great. It was a Wolverine,
Yeah.
and he jumps out of an airplane and he's just falling to the ground. He goes, "This shouldn't hurt much more than getting hit by the Hulk." I'm just like, he's just gonna
Wham.
fall like 5,000 feet into the ground.
Right.
Jane?
Ah. And when Loki says see you in hell, it actually is a thing.
And the scene we get to see over and over again in other films.
Yeah, this is exactly the scene that Deadpool sees, just with him in the spot of Loki.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. It's your fault.
Yep.
Huh?
Is that the guy from an IT crowd?
From I what?
I think it's the guy from IT crowd.
I don't know, but I am currently trying to pull him up in IMDb, actually.
Why are there so many shoes in here?
Chris O'Dowd.
Yes.
Bridesmaids, The Sapphires, Moonboy, Black Mirror, Big Mouth. I don't see anything about IT.
Ah. Really? Good thing that's a Volvo. Anything else wouldn't still drive.
Right?
Is he like naked from the waist down, if I remember right? Yeah, basically.
Yeah, he's in his undies. Let me tell you, I can't say where I work, but I had a person one time apply for it, and it's a membership,
Yep.
and they can be eligible for it by their parents, grandparents, or whatever's.
Yep.
And I think isn't this where we see that he's not quite dead?
I guess not. No, he went to the dark world.
That's Loki. So
Loki killed the guy who was there to see him.
I think so. And this person said, "Well, I, you know, I don't have anybody who's alive, but my dad was, military, but he's dead now." And I
Right.
literally went, "Oh, that's fine. We don't care." And as soon as I said it, I went, "Oh no!" And everybody on the other line laughed. I was like, "Well, I'm going to lose my job."
No. I mean, I'm sorry. Oh, that's good. Well, that works.
Right.
It's like he's got the ley lines. Isn't that what he's doing?
Yep.
That's fine.
By the Reality Stone.
I bet.
Uh, uh,
Like any concern about what these people are doing, nailing something into the ground, just became really less important.
100%. Should have taken that one with you, boss.
Yeah. I've never been to Greenwich. I think that's what the Royal Col. I think that's the Royal uh, Observatory is.
Yeah, I think you're right because it's where the date line runs through, isn't it?
Prime Meridian. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the servers in the world are based off Greenwich Mean Time and variations from it. Excuse me. Now they use an elevator.
Yeah, what the hell?
They weren't. They always just opened it up at the bottom before. The future of Iron Man's suit, right there.
Yep. Maybe that's how he developed nanotech. He just stole it.
Would not
You remember
surprise me.
did you ever watch Agents of Shield all the way through?
No, I did not.
Um, what did I just say?
I don't remember.
Huh? Oh, the episodes of Agents of Shield where they interacted with the remains of this wreckage was really
Hmm.
cool. But I still think the episodes that tied in with Winter Soldier, because they did like a whole 6 episode arc with the fallout of that. It was
Hmm.
very, very cool.
Oh, black caps. We never really looked in or thought about comparing the power of the power stones, like ranking
Yeah,
them. And you realize that this one just might not be that powerful.
yeah.
And like the Mind Stone didn't, I mean, it had powers, but the person
It
who had the
had a
Mind Stone,
shooty zappy thing,
yep,
but it really didn't
well,
do a
that's
lot.
when it was in the staff.
No, it doesn't when it's in Vision's head.
Oh, sure. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But, you know what I
What?
mean? Like what they, I never thought about doing that. We could consider that sometime when we're done with all these. Let's go
I
through it.
Yeah,
When
I
we're done with the
agree.
Infinity series, let's.
To be fair, I would totally be like that too. I'd be like, "It's Thor!"
We know you would. That's because you got a crush on him.
I mean, he has great hair, wears a cape, and he hammers guys. Just saying. The mechanics of this fight were so cool.
They kind
Like,
of went into like the fight then that came after this with Doctor Strange.
right. See, he's even summoning it from across the cosmos.
Yeah, but he's right back in here, and it's going to come right back. So
Right? Now it's going to turn
there's
around and come back into
there's
orbit.
holes through the cosmos. By the way, that building they were in right there, it's called the football.
That's cool. Poor Hogan. Like, what the hell?
Jotunheim.
This is where the Wildschnipe.
Oh, that's not a build snipe then. I don't think. Maybe it is. I think it should
I think
be.
it
If
is.
not,
Yeah.
a mini.
Uh,
It's a floating car. It's a floating mini.
He should have come back as a husband in WandaVision.
I think so.
See?
Mew. I love how he just gets on the underground.
Mind the gap.
Did you recognize him? See, the worlds are flat. That's what I'm saying.
It's a doorway. I don't understand why Asgard isn't immediately rolling through that portal with every gun they've got.
Mew.
Yeah.
All right, this is one of the things when we've talked about like the power level of some of the superheroes,
Yeah.
the physical durability of Thor versus
Yes.
Captain Marvel. Like how many hits he can take versus which she might be able to give out more damage, but I'm not sure you can stop him long term.
Ha! She killed him with a little toy remote.
And where did all the other Dark Elves go?
I don't know, but that thing is getting ready to come apart.
You realize that thing falling on him won't really hurt him.
100%.
He could take a punch from the Hulk. That's not going to hurt. I mean, he might get trapped under it for a little bit, but he can also probably lift it. And it would kill you, little girl. And it shouldn't kill him while he's got the Aether. Ether?
Also,
Much better than Howard the Duck, too.
Good Lord. Oh, right. That's who she marries. Bertie the Duck, which makes no sense. Yay, the ineffectual British Air Force.
Hey, don't mock them. The RAF is great. That does not look like a real house. I'm sorry.
No.
That was one of the most set looking things I've seen in the MCU. Either that or somebody's house is much cleaner than mine.
Ah,
Oops.
oopsie, a little treason. Mm-hmm. Also, he can't lift it right now. To be fair, those aren't good words from Loki.
He already is Odin already.
Yeah. Do you remember the moment in theaters just mind blown? Like, whoa. Oh, this concept art.
That was pretty good. All right, we gotta. Are we gonna skip to the
Let's just chat about this right through this concept art. When they give us a skip button, we'll skip. But yeah,
That
that's
sounds
the
good.
first of the, I think it's not Kraglins. Whatever the hell the things' names are. The rock people.
Oh yeah,
Org people.
chords.
The Korgs.
Okay, I'm gonna say the director of this. There was some good stuff in this. When I watch this again, it
It
was better.
was. I don't
It
ever
was
put this at the bottom of my list. I mean, it's the bottom third, um,
yeah.
just because it's kind of meh. But there are some good moments.
Yep.
Um,
The thing that lets this down, I really think, is the bad guys in this. They're the
yes,
ones that let this down.
if you look at the best of the MCU movies, your Black Panthers, your Winter Soldiers, your
Ooh.
Civil War, you look at, I mean, the Infinity War Endgame, obviously, they are not made by the cameos or the drop ins or the hints or the Easter eggs. they're made by the interplay between the good guy and the bad guy,
Mm-hmm.
and the ensemble. But
Yep.
the ones you forget this movie,
Yeah.
even though Thor is a linchpin and still is a linchpin in the MCU.
And I'm gonna and so one of these that you've got there is this. There's no sympathy and no solid point that you can connect with the villain in this one.
Exactly. He's just
And
there to
that's
ruin everything.
and you're just trying to stop him.
Yep. Yes, this is where we get that first real Infinity Stone link. Benicio del Toro.
He's actually quite powerful too.
Yes. And weird. He is one of the. It's not the elders of the universe, right?
Hmm.
Because it's him, the Grandmaster, the Gardener, and a dozen. There's a dozen of them. There it is.
That's the word that's dropped. Is this when we see the duck too?
No, but that is Adam Warlock's cocoon. Before they actually put it in the.
One down.
Yep. All right, you ready?
Skip credits.
We'll hit on 3, 2, 1, go. 3,
Oh.
2, 1, go.
Got it.
Cereal.
Yes. Looks more like a house now.
Okay. A crap ton of books. Horniness activated. Oh, hey, there's the football.
Yep. Oh, I did love this scene too. Oh, look,
Yeah.
there's none of them left in the Stonehenge shape. I think that would have been hilarious. All right.
Jim, that is Thor 2, The Dark World in the bag. I will say I did like it better on the rewatch. I'll
I
also
did
say
too.
there's a comic there's a tie-in comic to this that talks about Thor's efforts to contain that monster. Super fun.
That would be neat. I haven't seen that one, but that would be fun.
Yeah.
And like I said, as we were talking before, I think that the performances in this were solid. I like the development of Hemsworth as Thor. Hiddleston still rock solid as Loki.
Agreed.
And the only thing that I think let this down was that you did not have an empathetic bad guy. There was nothing like he was. If they'd have just tweaked that a little bit, that he needed to protect his people, or he needed to bring back somebody, or he needed to create a space for his, you know what I mean? Anything.
Maybe they had been in hibernation because they couldn't survive in the light.
Yeah, something like that. Where look, I'm doing. My people cannot survive in the 9 realms. I need to destroy them to protect my people. Even if they, you know what I mean, and they had some of that banter back and forth. If it had been between Odin and Malekith, that would have been amazing. Or in the beginning between
Frigga.
Thor.
In that moment, talking to Frigga, that's when he should have done it. In
Yeah,
that fight back and forth, lengthen that fight and show us how fucking awesome Frigga is. And that's when you see that.
And give us a reason for why he's doing it other than I want it dark.
Too bright. I don't have any skin melon and I get sunburnt.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Yes, I agree.
That's what let this movie down. And I think that's maybe some poor writing that they hit from some time to time.
Yes.
But overall, it's not bad. And I think that's, like I said, some of the characters and some of the funny parts that we've come to really appreciate in some of the Thor films started to develop here compared to the first one.
Agreed.
The one-liners, the delivery, and that stuff, I think it helped. And as a connection arc, and it was okay. It's okay.
You can tell though this is a direct stepping stone. So you went Thor, Avengers where he got funnier, here where he got funnier, Ultron where he was really funny, and then Taika Waititi swoops in and sends Thor into everybody's top 5 favorite characters.
Mm-hmm.
And when's the next time he shows up? Oh, Infinity War. And then Endgame. We get Bro Thor. Like, Infinity War was very much like depressed Thor. And then Endgame was broken Thor. And then Thor Love and Thunder was its own mess.
I'm going to have to reevaluate those. I might put this above Love and Thunder after we rewatch it.
I still wouldn't see. My thing with Thor, the reason he is my favorite character is because his mirrored image is mirroring him. His journey mirrors mine a lot. He starts out literally on the top of a mountain slaying giants.
Yeah.
And then gets cast out and rejected, and his family members start dropping like flies, and then his random sister comes back and he has to get her killed and blows up his planet. Half his people die and half the universe dies, and then he gets fat and lazy and depressed.
And he loses an eye.
I haven't done that. I lost a teeth. Fine. But then it's the journey from arrogant, petulant, cruel boy, as Odin puts it, to worthy king, to humble, to fatherhood. And it's a really, there are uneven parts of it, but it is an incredible character journey. And I can't wait to see what he does in the next few movies.
Yeah, like I said though, I was not a fan of Love and Thunder when I saw it in the theater. So we'll see when we watch it again. We'll get to that one. That's like a year off from now though, I think. So
that's insane. I will say that my belief is that we lose Loki in Doomsday. I think we lose Thor in Secret Wars. I think we don't come out into the reset universe with Chris Hemsworth as the God of Thunder.
I think it's time for him to set down the hammer.
Yeah. Well, and he's also said that he's retiring from acting because they found the Alzheimer's gene.
Yeah.
So he said he basically, once he's done with Thor, he's done, and he's just going to spend time with his family.
Oh, okay. That's great.
Yes, because I mean, you got the money.
Yeah.
So
he's got generational wealth now. So
I wonder what his net worth is. Yeah, I think of Phase 2. So Phase 2 includes Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, Civil War, Guardians of the Galaxy, Winter Soldier, or Civil War. I think is the start of Phase 3. I think this is the weakest of the Phase 2 movies.
There's weaker movies coming, but Phase 2, this might be it.
A lot of weaker movies coming, but I think of the Phase 2 movies, I think we've hit the low point, and I think we only really go up from here. Holy balls. He's worth $130 million.
I figured it was around 100.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy Jeebus.
He invested most of the money he made. So, yeah.
That's awesome. All right, folks. Those are our thoughts on Thor Dark World. Got anything else to add there, Jim?
No, just saying it was, like I said, better than I remember, kind of like Iron Man 3, but we'll see where it ranks overall. We might have to re-rank our films when we're all done again.
Hey, listen, Jay Simmons and I just talked the other day about how we did our ranking after the Infinity Saga several years back.
Yep,
As soon as Secret Wars hits the theaters, we're going to do it again for the
I
Multiverse
like it.
Saga. So you're going to have to get in on that with us because you
I
weren't here for
will.
that time. Let me tell you, we spent an entire day back to back to back filming 4 2-hour long episodes. We're not doing that again.
No, we'll break them down. We'll get the total number. What is it, like 112 or whatever? However, we'll do
It's
just the films. So just the
insanity.
films.
Just
If it's like
just the MCU. We're gonna cut out.
yeah,
We got a little spreadsheet. We're gonna cut out all the extra stuff. Anyways, that's been our thoughts on Thor: The Dark World. We hope you enjoyed the ride. Please like and subscribe and do all the things. Leave a comment below. Tell us what you thought. I think this is the low point of Phase 2 because we really, from this point forward, every movie builds momentum and is a step up right to Endgame. Um, I'm excited for the ride. We hope you join us as well. Like, subscribe, do all the things. Stay marvelous, stay nerdy, y'all.
bye, everybody.
Hey, thanks for trying this video out here on the Nerd Network. Be sure to check out these shows over here on the right. Some are coming soon, some are happening right now. Our brands over here on the left, if you're a fan of one of the big major franchises, and check out the videos below. Be sure to hit that subscribe, ring that bell for our next pieces of content, and we will see you right back here for your next video. Stay nerdy, y'all.